Yeah, welcome back again and good to have you around. I must say at this point, congratulations because for you to make it to this point of this video, it simply means that you are very much hungry for that transformation. Basically, let me just give you something very, very powerful. How the universe works is, most times we look for things. You look for like a transformation, more finances, more satisfaction in life, and all of that. Now, those same thing you're looking for are also looking for you. But how it works is you attract to the level of your transformation. What I mean by that is this: instead of chasing things, you get to transform yourself, and in no distant time, those things get attracted to you because you've come up to that level where you qualify for those things. Okay, so basically, all of the things we're trying to do is to ensure that you get all the necessary learnings that will transform you into the kind of person that can attract and produce results at global scales. So basically, congratulations. And like I said initially, all it takes is just 6 weeks, and then you will see a lot of transformations, both in building digital systems. What I mean by building systems, I mean creating systems that operate on a daily basis that becomes your engine room to serve your world and also earn while doing that. Let me make it clear this way. Basically, God Himself is a creator of systems. Look at the solar system He created. Those systems have been designed to work in a particular way on a daily basis to produce a kind of result. That means when you wake up in the morning, you expect the sun to shine because the earth would have rotated to the point where your own part of the world is facing the sun, and then you call it your daytime. When it nights, you've rotated out of that sunlight facing the moon, and you call it night. Check your biology, for example. You see all the systems created. So that's how you can also create systems that will run autonomously, and then every day you earn from that system while serving your world. Okay, so that's what we're trying to teach you how to do, and it's now very easy because you have all the digital tools. The other thing you'll be learning is how to use that knowledge to also work for companies if you choose to, like companies in Canada, France, Europe, and all of that. So you can work for them and earn in dollars. So by doing that, you've solved two major problems. Number one, the problem of earning below your monthly spending threshold. Okay, you will earn beyond that, and also building systems that also help you create wealth. So these are the two things we're trying to solve, and all it takes is 6 weeks. And one more time, I will say congratulations because coming to this point just shows me that you want this very badly, and will help you as much as possible. Now, when you complete this video, what happens is you will gain access to the webinar. I'm going to explain it at the end of the video, how you will access the live webinar. On that webinar, we'll discuss more, privately, like a one-on-one meeting with me directly. So we'll speak together. And after that webinar, we're expecting that you now start your proper 6 weeks journey, and let's see how to take it up from there. So once again, congratulations, and I am really hoping that you get as much value as possible. Okay, now the clear roadmap is this. Basically, when I started working remotely, I explained to you in the previous video how I got remote jobs first with companies in America, okay, USA. Now, basically, I had a plan for myself then. My plan was that I was going to work for just startup companies initially after devoting the first 3 months to learning. Initially, I was like, let me just work for startup companies and all of that. But now I realize that you can both work and start learning how to build at the same time. So I'm encouraging you to put in your mind and open up your mind to learn everything at the same time so you can build systems early enough. Personally, I started building systems late because in my mind I felt I had never built a system before. So it was just normal for me to work with standard companies, learn how they build their systems, and see how to replicate that in my own way. But now you have advantage because you don't have to go through that cycle of waiting that long. I can show you everything I've learned over time because, like I told you, I've worked for companies in I think about 5 countries now. I think only one is African country, which is South Africa. Then I have USA, England, France, and then Canada. Now, all of these experience combined, and by the way, three of those roles were management roles. Okay, so all of this experience combined, I'm going to be sharing with you so you can learn how to build systems as soon as possible. Okay, now before we even move further, let me just show you some basics on how companies operate, and learning these basics will now show you exactly where these ideas are actually locked in. Now, before any company starts operating, there's what they call ideation. Ideation means what kind of idea are we birthing and how do we want to solve our world? Okay, now every idea must appeal to a kind of audience. Okay, and there's something called total addressable market. What that means is what volume of people is this idea applicable to? For example, if I say I want to expand the business or invent an idea, maybe a product or a service that is going to serve all the pregnant women in the world. Now, that's a very large number because you're going to have millions and millions and millions of people to serve. So, basically, how ideas are tested is, does this idea have a large total addressable market? Now, this will also come into play when we start building systems, because one of the ways you can build systems is either by creating an original idea or partnering with an existing idea. Okay, you're going to learn things like drop shipping, all kinds of ideas, and I'm going to tell you how to apply that to your local community so you can see how to really make results. Okay, and one more thing also, I was telling somebody the other day that if you have access to the internet, you have access to over 4 billion people. So how you use that opportunity will tell all the difference. Okay, so next thing I want to do is product creation. Product are now created and all of that and launched. Now, the point where it gets interesting is from lead generation. Okay, there are companies that pay thousands of dollars for people to get leads for them. Now the question now is, so what are leads? Lead just simply means anybody that qualifies to buy a product or is interested in getting a product. Okay, and that's why every company has an avatar. Avatar just means like the ideal client's profile. That means the kind of people that qualifies to buy that particular product. For example, think of it this way. If I sell baby products, for example, maybe like baby lotions, their diapers and all of that, would I advertise my product in front of secondary school children? Nope. High school children? Nope, because those people don't qualify to buy that kind of product. Assuming I sell maybe Mercedes cars, Bentleys, luxurious car, Teslas, and all of that, I cannot advertise my product in front of factory workers. I'll look for CEOs, business owners, managing directors, and all of that. So the point is, every company has an ideal client profile, and getting those kind of people that qualifies to buy that product is a major skill set. Okay, I'm going to be showing you tons of tools to use, how to use web scrapers, all of that and all of that. There are several softwares. Okay, and by the way, just so you know, everything you'll be learning is software based. Okay, it's called software as a service. And why it's beautiful is because using softwares is better than traditional method of using platforms. Let me give you an example. Those days, if you want to sell a product, you have to go from street to street, door to door, and maybe in one day you may end up maybe meeting like 50 persons and closing one deal. But right now, with what is possible, you can meet millions of people on a daily basis as long as you're willing to put in the effort. Okay, so lead generation just simply means generating leads that qualifies to buy a product. I'll show you how to get cold leads, warm leads, inbound leads, outbound leads, softwares like apollo.io, web scrapers, lead magic, Google Maps and all of that, so you learn how to get that done. Now this is going to help you both when you're building your systems and also working for companies to get leads for them. Okay, the next is appointment setting. In appointment setting, the leads gotten have to be reached out to. There are different things like cold calling, warm calling, email marketing, all kinds of things. Okay, so these are job opportunities and also things you need to learn. Closing the deals, okay, things like presenters and how to close deals. data analysis, how to make data-driven decisions for predictive analysis, okay, project management, customer support, things like how to retain the customers you've had, how to help them when they're in troubles and all of that. Actually, according to the Harvard Business School model, there are three things customer support does: retention, keeping the clients you already have, like closing the back door, and this is a dire need for companies, okay? Retention, referrals, related sales. And we'll be showing you a lot of things about this, okay? And the softwares used like HubSpot, Zendesk, Freshdesk, Salesforce, and all the likes. So this is just like a basic of what you'll be learning. There are many other things you're going to be learning. You're going to be learning things like sales funnel, avatar explained properly, a lot of things actually, okay? But learning these things are things that will set you on point for success, okay? And also, how does Google Workspace apply to working remotely and building systems? And mind you, to encourage you, almost everything you'll be building whilst we start, I'm going to show you how to do everything for almost free, because the idea is to help people that want to start from $0 to begin to build systems that will make them change their lives entirely. Okay, we're also going to things like HR, hiring, talent acquisition, stuffs like that. Okay, and now I get asked these questions a lot. Okay, question number one is, do I have to be tech savvy to learn these skills? Nope. Now, these skills are actually for people that just want to start their journey afresh. Okay, personally, I studied biochemistry, nothing to do with computer science, but I learned these skills and I'm using them today. So you don't have to be tech savvy, you just need to be willing to learn, and that's all. What gadgets do I need? That's question number two. Have a good gadget, like internet. Also have a good phone, laptop preferable. But if you don't have a laptop, you can also use a good phone to connect, and that will just be fine. Question number three is, I do not have tech background. Do I qualify? Absolutely, because personally, I studied biochemistry, so you don't need like a tech background to qualify. Now, are these skills difficult to learn? Completely no, especially because we use training method where everything is properly shown to you and you're guided. And my only concern is not if it's difficult or not, it's just be your willingness to learn. Okay, now the number five question I get asked a lot is, can I start earning immediately after taking the course? Now the thing is, when it comes to earning, it all depends on one thing, and that's how much you're ready to implement what you're going to be learning. Personally, my concern has not been whether you will learn and earn, it's just whether you'll be able to really put in your mind to get it done. Okay, so my question now is, how bad do you want this? If you want it so bad, then we're willing to help you to get all the values possible. Okay, now at this point, if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, it's a good time to subscribe and ensure to click on the notification bell. Also like this video so you can also, be part of what we're doing. Now, let's ask a few questions like we did the last time. And I'm going to set a timer for you. Type in the answer in the comment section before the timer is down, okay? So question number one is, what is the main difference between hustling randomly and following a career roadmap? Number one, hustling requires fewer skills. Number two, B, a roadmap provides clear direction and structured growth. C, hustling always guarantees faster results. D, a roadmap focuses only on high paying jobs. Question number two, why do most beginners fail in remote work? A, they don't have enough money to start. B, they lack a career roadmap. C, remote work requires expensive equipment. D, they are overqualified. Thank you for participating in that quiz. Now, at this point, I want you to comment your feedback on your experience watching these videos, the two videos we've shared with you Just comment your experience and tell me how excited you feel and how committed you are to going to the 6 weeks training, so we can just get feedback from you and know how you feel about the videos you've watched. And one more thing is, click on the notification bell. Don't forget about that, because every week we'll be posting insightful videos that will help you learn and help you on this path of your career progress. Now, congratulations once again, because you qualified to attend the webinar. And at that webinar, you get to speak with me directly. We interact together. And when you're coming to the webinar, come with your questions, come with your concerns, areas you need clarifications, come with them, so we can have a conversation that day. And also, I'll be giving you various links on the webinar that will help you create your dollar accounts and all of that. I'll guide you into that so that you can start getting set for the earning experience. So, and what I'm going to be doing is to attach a link to the description of this video. Click on that link. The link will take you to a Google form, a very simple form. Fill that form. Okay, when you fill that form, you'll be contacted immediately so that you can be onboarded for the webinar. And if you have any concerns, let's assume you have challenges, completing this process, you can send us an email to springcirclesolution@gmail.com, or you communicate with us directly on WhatsApp on +234 9045 872295. So it's either you click on that link, which is the best option, because once you fill that form, submit the form, make sure you submit the form. Okay, once you submit the form, we'll contact you directly, and then when we contact you, then you get invited for the webinar. You meet with me, we discuss one-on-one, answer your questions. But if you have any issues doing this, okay, or after 24 hours you've not gotten a feedback from us after filling the form, make sure you contact the WhatsApp number +234 9045872295, or you reach us at springcirclesolution@gmail.com. And please don't share the form link with your friends. You can share the video with them, the two videos you watched. They can watch the video and go through this cycle and then fill the form, so that it can be part of what you do. And I really encourage you to get that done so that you can have people around you taking the course with you for extra motivation. So feel free to share these videos with your friends so they can go through this experience with you and also get to meet us at the live webinar. Okay, thank you very much once again. Congratulations for making up to this point. See you at the webinar. Thank you very much.